According to local legend, this stone monument is the final resting place of an iconic beast called Gellert. But who was he, and in which county is he buried? In today's show, I'll be helping a couple find a country home with enough land to house a host of animals. And we serve up some eye-catching properties.
It's cute. It's really cute. It's beautiful.
Then there's the challenge of our mystery house, which shouldn't be judged at face value. You're probably standing here thinking, why have they brought us to see this house? Today, I'm in Gwynedd in North Wales, and this is Beth Gellert. The stone here marks the grave of a wolfhound called Gellert, who was once the faithful servant of Prince Llywelyn the Great. Legend has it that Gellert was mistakenly slaughtered by his master after being suspected of trying to kill his son and heir, where in actual fact the dog had saved his son's life from a vicious wolf. So, filled with remorse, the prince decided to erect a memorial in honour of his dog by the river, and the name of the village was born, Beth Gellert, Grave of Gellert. Sounds too good to be true? Well, in actual fact, it was a 19th century PR exercise to attract tourists to this area, and they're still coming today. A sentimental tale it may be, but it's fitting for such spectacular scenery. Spanning the island of Anglesey and the Llŷn Peninsula, the county of Gwynedd also encompasses 2/3 of the Snowdonia National Park, which boasts a mountainous landscape full of stunning glacial valleys. Moving coastwards, the scenic Llŷn Peninsula features sandy beaches and towering headlands crowned with castle ruins such as that at Criccieth and quiet fishing villages. Although the county covers around 1,000 square miles, it's home to just 117,000 people, making it one of the most sparsely populated counties in Great Britain. And this perceived remoteness makes it attractive to both tourists and home buyers. If you're looking for dramatic landscapes and period properties, then Gwynedd is perfect. The county is packed with rugged terrain and rolling hillside, and nearly half of all the housing stock in Gwynedd was built prior to 1919. Now, the cost of an average detached property here is £210,000. That's £47,000 less than the national figure for England and Wales, so it poses good value for money. Let's take a look at what's currently on the market. For £275,000, this 4-bedroom stone property outside Harlook provides a warming sitting room with a lovely wood burner to cosy up in front of. The country kitchen also has a light, modern feel, and the patio looks out over open countryside. Or this 3-bedroom extended cottage in Criccieth, priced at £385,000, might be worth a look. The kitchen diner is full of rustic charm, and outside offers huge potential with a range of outbuildings and 3 acres of land overlooking mountain views. Or for bigger budgets, this stone farmhouse for £800,000 near Abersoch has been completely renovated throughout, providing a warm mix of sleek modern lines and natural materials in the form of its statement stone fireplace. Along with 7 spacious bedrooms, 3 of which are ensuite, the house offers stunning panoramic views towards Cardigan Bay and the spectacular scenery beyond. Some wonderful Welsh properties there, with 3 more to come, including, of course, our mystery house. But there is an ingredient missing: today's buyers. Let's meet them. Early retirees James and Ingrid have lived together in this 3-bedroom townhouse in Moreton-on-the-Marsh, Gloucestershire, for the last 6 years. Yet this buzzing market town, where James has lived all his life, no longer holds the same appeal. And for the past 5 years, the remoteness and seclusion of North Wales has been pulling at their heartstrings.
We're looking to move to the Llyn Peninsula because I've been going up there since I was a child on various golfing holidays and scout camps, and I've always loved the area. When we got married and we got Billy, we decided we wouldn't go on holiday abroad, we would take the dogs up there, and they ran on the beach, and Ingrid had never been up there before and absolutely fell in love with it.
We'd love to have lots of space with a view to perhaps having some sort of business to do with animals, perhaps a kennels or something like that. And just peace and quiet, some lovely views would be wonderful.
And Ingrid in particular wants to rekindle one of her passions.
I would love to have another horse. I had my own horse for 18 years and he was a big part of my life, and I'd like to have another horse to play with when I get up there. If possible, I'd like to have some goats and maybe a pig.
James used to work as a surveyor, an experience that has helped them create a clear vision of what they do and don't want.
What we're looking for as a minimum is at least 2 bedrooms, 2 reception rooms, a large kitchen, most importantly minimum of 3 acres of land in a rural location. Ideally we're looking for a traditional build cottage. If the accommodation wasn't quite up to what we were looking for, we would be willing to extend or renovate.
The sort of property that we really would not consider is something modern. It needs to be detached, and we don't really want any neighbours.
So, no neighbours, but they do want access to a village, as Ingrid is keen to learn Welsh and will need the locals to practice on. Having recently sold their current property for £295,000, they find themselves as cash buyers and mortgage-free, and the budget is set for their next move.
If the property ticks all of our boxes, then we would pay up to £325,000.
You know, sometimes it takes a negative, life-changing event, in James's case, recently being made redundant, which forces us to take a step back and question what exactly is it we want from life, and is this the way we want to live it? In James and Ingrid's case, it's a no-brainer. Since paying off their mortgage, they want to embrace the freedom of working a little less and relaxing a little more. And they've certainly picked a beautiful part of the country in which to do it. James and Ingrid's preferred location is the Llyn Peninsula, with access to Carnarvon and Porthmadog. However, we may have to edge further down the peninsula to get them the land they want for their budget. I'll be showing them 3 wonderful Welsh properties, but I won't be giving away the price until they've had a guess first. The last property is, of course, our mystery house, which hides an intriguing proposition behind its facade. James and Ingrid, great to meet you both. You looking forward to this search?
We certainly are. Very excited.
So you've both been coming here for quite a while on holiday, but it's one thing to come on holiday, it's another thing actually to change your whole life and move here, isn't it?
Totally different, yes. But, you know, we've got other things that we want to do now.
So from a business side, what plans do you have when you make this huge move?
Well, we're looking to try a few new ventures. One idea we've got is to do dog boarding for people on holidays that want to visit the local tourist attractions.
And you've asked for a traditional Welsh cottage.
Ideally, yes. And preferably no near neighbours. It's nice to have a few people sprinkled around, but not too close.
Are you both realistic?
I'd like to think we are, yes.
Should we start exploring?
Absolutely.
Come on,
okay,
then.
Lovely.
With their £325,000 budget, James and Ingrid would like a Welsh cottage-style property that provides them with 2 reception rooms, a large kitchen diner, and at least 2 bedrooms. Crucially, they're looking for 3 acres of land to keep animals and the opportunity to start up a small kennel business. With land and location at the top of the agenda, we're beginning our house hunt within the borders of the Snowdonia National Park, a few miles outside Tremaddock. It was founded in the early 1900s by landowner William Maddox, whose town planning made the most of the sheer cliffs as a backdrop for his civic buildings. Around 10 minutes drive away and surrounded by open countryside is our first offering, a traditional yet extended detached cottage, and its oldest parts date back over 200 years.
So, here is your very first property.
Oh,
What do you think?
it's cute. It's really cute. It's beautiful.
James?
Really pretty.
First impressions?
It is a lot more attractive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, this is actually the back of the cottage. I'll let you into a secret because I think this is beautiful. I'm from here. You can see the surrounding countryside, you can see the sea. So you said you didn't mind whether you had sea views or mountain views. Well, this cottage has both. So keen to get inside?
I'm very keen.
James?
Yes, let's go.
You're taking it all in, aren't you? You're absorbing it all. I'm going to ask you your impressions as we walk in the door. Come on.
OK, thank you.
We'll head round to the front of the cottage and explore inside, which, as they'll see, has been renovated to a really high standard.
So, step inside your cottage.
Thank you.
First impressions?
Nice.
Yes, it's larger than it looks from the outside.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
All right, well, should we start with the kitchen?
Yes, please.
I think this is a proper farmhouse kitchen.
Yeah. Full of character. I love the floor. It's fab.
These are the original slate tiles.
Yeah. Very impressive.
So you've got a view out into the garden, and there's your back door, and there's a porch. There's also one of your white goods out there. There's a little bit of space as well for storage.
Right. OK. Perfect.
Now, the heating for the property actually comes from the heater down there, multi-fuel heater. It's got a panel at the back. That provides all the hot water for the cottage. Well, let's go through to the oldest part of the cottage, through this doorway. So your sitting room, your very old sitting room.
Yeah.
Yes, this one's got a lot of character. It's what you would expect from an old traditional Welsh cottage.
Yeah. So this was the cottage. Can you imagine a crofter or a family just living in this part of the house? Because this is all there was. It's not very big, is it? It makes a beautiful sitting room.
It does.
They also discovered this amazing fireplace.
Well, it was hidden.
It was plastered over, so they've taken it back and exposed it.
That is really, really nice. Really nice. Yeah.
Right, time for the bedrooms.
OK.
With the main living areas covered, we'll retrace our steps, as on this floor there's also a spacious family bathroom along with 2 bedrooms. One a single and the other is where they would sleep.
So here's the master bedroom, a large double. Well, large in my book anyway.
Yeah, it is big.
It's a good size.
And you've got the double aspect windows as well, which is good.
Overlooking your formal garden,
Yeah, yeah.
which I have to say has been beautifully done.
It is a credit.
Workable?
I think so.
This is a good size, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no storage, but we could build something in, I suppose. Not sure, need to think about it.
Yeah.
If we had 2 rooms like this, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Well, James, the loft has been converted to offer a third potential sleeping option. But if he's feeling the pinch in terms of bedroom sizes, maybe what's on offer outside will compensate. The large outbuilding currently used as a workshop could, with the right planning permission, house their small kennel business. Including the lovely gardens immediately around the cottage, the land comes in at 4 acres, comprising a 2-acre parcel on the other side of this wall, which has a protected status as a site of special scientific interest and plays host to a rich array of flora and fauna. But let's cross the driveway and get a handle on the remaining 2 acres.
So we're standing in one of the paddocks. If you look at the wall, the dry stone wall leading all the way down just past that little hill, there's your boundary. It's actually got a stream running through it. So if you kept a horse on this field, fresh water, it also supplies the cottage. It goes through 2 different UV filters. So no water bills, which is always nice.
Excellent.
So this, I think, is roughly just over an acre. The other acre is the footprint of the house, and there's some more formal gardens. So crunch time now. How much do you think this cottage is on the market for?
Ladies first.
£300,000?
Okay. James?
Because you can't use 2 acres, you're limited as to what you can do here. So probably say 295.
James, you're disappointingly good at this because the price has recently come down to £295,000. You're on the
Right.
money, which leaves you quite a bit in the budget if you did want to make some changes. Have another look, see if there's any options there, because it is a fantastic location. And I'll catch up with you in a little while.
OK, Nikki.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much.
Comfortably under budget at £295,000, our traditional Welsh cottage is worth serious thought, as it gives them a large sitting room with that impressive original fireplace, a farmhouse-style kitchen, and 3 potential bedrooms. The land outside amounts to 4 acres, and the property is situated within their ideal search area.
Pleasantly surprised when we came in the entrance, and it all looked a lot larger than it did from the outside. It's set in very nice gardens, but the thing that really let the property down was the bedroom accommodation. Although you had the one very good double bedroom, we really need 2.
Very attractive. Just what I would imagine a nice little Welsh traditional cottage to be. Land for animals, disappointing in as much that you're going to be paying for 2 acres of land which you can't use, albeit a lovely thing to have on your doorstep. If you're paying for land, you really want to be able to use that land. The paddock itself, for me, would not be big enough for my horse.
Seen enough?
I think so for the moment, thank you.
Yep. One house down,
Yes.
more to see.
Food for thought.
Situated on the northern shores of Gwynedd Llŷn Peninsula is the remote Victorian quarry village of Nant Gwytherin. Originally, it had a population of just 16, but the village grew thanks to the boom in slate mining. Over 2,000 men later worked here at its peak, but success was short-lived, and by the beginning of the Second World War, Nant Quarry had closed and the village became deserted. However, in 2007, a £5 million restoration project breathed new life into the area, and now it's home to a heritage centre for learning Welsh. With James and Ingrid keen to become au fait with the Welsh language, earlier in the week we arranged for them to meet teacher Peggy Talverin to get some essential tips.
Welsh is a really easy language. It's phonetic. Once you know what noise the letters make, you can read anything out loud. Just say L.
L.
Did you feel how your tongue went to the top of your mouth when you said it? Now that's where your tongue has to be to do the double L sound. So say L again, but keep your tongue there. L. Yeah, just say L. Yeah, keep it up there. But we're going to hiss out of the sides. That's it, beautiful.
I'm good at hissing.
Yeah, so it's not that bad, is it? The accent is always in the syllable before the last, right? So, for example, the word for marvellous, which you're going to love, is bendigedig. Can you say that?
Bendigedig.
That's it. Say it together. Bendigedig. Right, to start with, we'll say good morning. Bore da. Can you say that?
Bore
da.
Yeah, beautiful. Good afternoon. Prynhawnda. Can you say that?
Prynhawnda.
Bendigedig. You're naturals.
Of the 3 million people living in Wales, around 21% speak Welsh. And with all children learning it at school, the language is central to the cultural identity of Wales. The Middle Ages marked a golden era in its use from law to literature. That is, until 1536, when the Act of Union saw English become the more frequently spoken language in Wales. Today, Welsh is also spoken as far afield as Patagonia, a region covering Argentina and Chile, and by a few thousand people in the US and Canada. To discover how well James and Ingrid have taken to the language, Peggy has taken them onto the beach with her trusty Springer Spaniel who only responds to commands spoken in Welsh. First up, James starts with the call to come here.
Sally, cinema! Cinema! Cinema!
While Ingrid tries the command for sit.
Lista, Sally! Lista! Lista! Ah, ganda, Sally!
Maybe there's still some work to do, but now it's time to get back on the house hunt and seek out our next property. In a bid to get them everything they've asked for, our house search edges out of their ideal area, taking us to the south coast of the Llŷn Peninsula, close to the quiet village of Aberdaron. Aberdaron has a stunning beach which could provide the perfect stretch for walking their dogs. And besides a handful of useful amenities, the Limewash fishermen's cottages are a distinctive feature of the village. A short drive away is our second property, which offers up lots of scope for them to keep animals and run a kennel business.
So time to reveal our second property to you. Take a look.
Good first impression, I think.
Yes, yeah, it looks very
It's
very
a pretty Welsh cottage from the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's better whitewashed than the grey render.
Yes, I totally agree. Should we take a step inside?
Yes, please. Thank you.
We've got quiet but positive first reactions to our cottage, but I think it will grow on them as they get a full grasp of its potential.
Come straight in to the sitting room.
There's quite a lot of furniture in here, isn't there?
They've even managed to get a piano in this room.
That's a pretty mean feat
Yeah.
for this room. Yeah. The fireplace is just lovely, very pretty, very simple.
Yes,
But
you've
I
got
like
your wood
that.
burner.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it. Nice and snug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work for you, James?
Yes, for a sitting room, it's adequate.
But at the end of the day, the room's got to work for the two of you.
Depends how much else there is in the house.
I like the open-mindedness. Let's discover.
Okay.
Squeeze past you. Thank you. So here's your kitchen. There's also additional space sort of under the eaves of the stairs, if you can see.
Right.
So the kitchen actually is a fair size.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, I have to be honest.
Fairly modern as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the units. Really pleased to see a nice big table in here, which, on first impressions, gives me a slightly different view now on the size of the sitting room. Plenty of room for a big table. Sitting in here is like a second reception room, if you like.
Yes.
The kitchen also has a back porch, useful for the dogs and general storage. But now it's time to explore the bedrooms upstairs, where access to the master is through the family bathroom.
Here is the master bedroom.
Right.
So the way the house works at the moment is the master bedroom has an ensuite, but it is also the family bathroom when you've got guests. So there's a door just the other side of this wall. As we walked up the stairs, you might have noticed it. So you can actually lock that door off so that your guests can use that bathroom and then you exit that door.
Good. Good thinking.
A Jack and Jill, in a way, bathroom, because you've got a single across the hallway and a double bedroom. So you have 3 in total, 2 of them being doubles.
Okay.
Right, yeah, nice light room.
I like the 3 windows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plenty of windows with this property. It's a light cottage.
Needs a little bit of updating.
I think that's fair. I think that'd be fair to say for the house. It's ready for its next owners.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's head outside because there is plenty to show you there.
Well, they've said they're happy to do some refurbishment and they do get 3 bedrooms. What's more, outside gives them a stone barn, which could be a great spot for their business idea.
So with this cottage, you do get some outbuildings.
Excellent. This is good.
And here's the barn. Originally, it was the blacksmith's forge. Can you see there's the chimney? And underneath all this timber is the original forge.
Fantastic. This is a kennels.
Thank you. Yes. I was hoping you were going to say that.
Along with a possible site for the kennels, Ingrid also gets a home for a horse with this timber block made up of 2 stables. Land-wise, the 4 paddocks that surround the cottage add up to around 4.5 acres. So overall, it's a generous package. But at what price?
How much do you think all of this is currently on the market for?
I think it's probably on the market for about 325, 330.
Ingrid?
I would say 330, 335.
The asking price is £349,000.
Right.
Your cash buyers, you never know, there could be a little bit of flexibility with that price. You'd need to negotiate. But go and have another look and I'll catch up with you in a while.
Lovely. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Granted, this Welsh cottage is over their budget, but it serves as a reality check if they're holding out to get everything on their wish list. However, they could make a sensible offer given they are cash buyers and are in a strong position to move fast. On the market at £349,000, it provides them with a large kitchen diner, 3 bedrooms, an outbuilding with potential for the kennels, along with 4.5 acres of land and stables for Ingrid to keep her menagerie of animals.
I think having seen this house and the land with it, this offers exactly the right amount of land that we're looking for, and it's got the outbuildings and everything which would suit us perfectly. But one of my main concerns is that from a business point of view, you need to be nearer to the main tourist attractions of North Wales to make the kennel idea work.
When I first saw the property, it struck me as very charming, again, characterful. Heart did sink quite significantly when I saw the sitting room. It is a cottage and I appreciate that. However, even with all the furniture that's in there, trying to take that out of the equation, I still think the space is very small.
Well, I can see you two have made friends.
We have. Look at this beauty.
And we're meant to be looking at houses today, not horses. Say goodbye to your mate.
Bye-bye.
As evening falls over the Welsh skyline, it marks the end of the first day of our house hunt. Armed with their £325,000 budget, James and Ingrid are ready to trade in market town living in Moreton-on-the-Marsh in Gloucestershire and head for the peaceful seclusion of Gwynedd in North Wales, where land for animals and a kennel business is a top priority. So far, finding a spacious home with the acreage has presented its challenges. But coming up, our mystery house throws not one, but 2 properties into the mix.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Very pretty.
And I head for Gwyneth's deserted beaches on horseback.
James and Ingrid asked for a traditional Welsh cottage, and that's exactly what we showed them with the first 2 properties. With hindsight, I think they're beginning to realise that a cottage won't necessarily provide them with the right accommodation for the 2 of them, their dogs, and visiting friends and family. Time now, though, for our mystery house. Will it provide them with more living space? Who knows? Well, I do, actually. You'll just have to wait and see. And so will James and Ingrid. So, mystery house time all gets very serious to get you thinking. What are you hoping to see?
I think it's definitely going to be something that requires renovation.
You say that with such dread in your voice. When we first met, you did tell me you didn't mind a renovation project, but you wouldn't be rolling up your sleeves yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Our mystery house is located close to the village of Llandurog. With a population of around 2,500 residents, it lies right on the edge of Carnarvon Bay. Sitting high on the hill with spectacular panoramic views, this property challenges them to ditch their mortgage-free dream and make a long-term business investment. But it's important they don't make a judgment on their first impressions.
So, time for our final house, the mystery property, and there she is.
Oh.
You're probably standing here thinking, why have they brought us to see this house? The location is fantastic. It is the mystery house because you asked for a traditional Welsh cottage. This is a house, but behind it is a traditional Welsh cottage.
Right.
Ready to take a step inside the house?
Yep, absolutely.
There is much more to our mystery house than meets the eye, including the land, which we'll explore later. But hopefully the original cottage tucked away behind the main house will whet their appetite.
Here it is. This is your traditional Welsh cottage.
Oh, pretty.
Very pretty.
Very pretty.
Couldn't quite live in it at the moment. I'm going to take you to the main house.
OK.
We'll come back to how it could be developed later, but let's see what they make of where they would live.
So with this house, I want to start off with the kitchen. You wanted space, you want reception rooms, you actually want a little bit more accommodation. This house does give you that.
Okay.
But it doesn't have that traditional Welsh feel.
No. OK.
It could do inside, I think, with a bit of work.
Yep. You probably need to do a little bit of work in here. But it's a fair size, isn't it?
Yes.
Tucked away is a utility room, handy for the dogs and white goods. And flowing straight on from the kitchen is a good-sized dining room. But let's take a look at the main sitting room.
So here's the second reception room.
This is a nice room. Nice room. It's big and it's squarish.
Yeah. Is this more what you're both used to with your current property?
No.
Is it bigger?
No, it's we've got a long, thin living dining room, whereas this is sort of almost square, isn't it?
It's well proportioned.
Yeah. It's actually got quite a bit of character in here, I think.
I think the beams help as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And those doors open up to a conservatory that have the most spectacular views.
Besides giving them the extra reception space they wanted, upstairs delivers on the number of bedrooms and includes one large enough to be a double and a single room, both served by the family bathroom. But we'll get their view on the main bedroom.
So, in total, 3 bedrooms. You've got this as the master.
Big room,
Yeah.
lovely views. Can't get any character coming through from this room at all.
And that's a shame because the sizing and everything.
This is great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a brilliant size, but it's just soulless.
I will now try and tempt you with the land.
Good.
And
OK.
perhaps the possibility of a traditional Welsh cottage right next door, which you could own.
We could move in there.
What our mystery house currently lacks in character, it certainly makes up for in space. As upstairs again, there's the added extra of a converted attic room. The whole property could be transformed with some decorative vision, which they might be tempted to consider when they see what's on offer outside. The original cottage has bags of potential, either as their kennel or, with the right planning permission, they could develop it into a holiday let, which would be a useful stream of income to supplement their early retirement. But now it's time to survey the generous amount of land they would get.
So you've seen the buildings, you've seen the house. Let me explain about the land. In total, there are 5 acres with this property. Currently let to the local farmer, but you've got a paddock here, you've got 2 behind me, and then you've got the one behind the cottages. They actually bought that recently.
OK.
So your property sits not quite in the middle, but you are surrounded by your land.
Which is good. OK.
Yes.
So we're thinking horses, chickens, the pig.
Plenty of space for those.
Plenty of space,
Yeah, it's
yep.
good land.
And spectacular views
Yeah.
of mountains and sea. Who wants to go first on Guess the Price?
Well, I think it's going to be above budget. I think it's probably 360 to 370.
Okay.
I'm going to say 349,950.
Current asking price is £325,000.
Okay.
Off you go. Have a look. It's a good price.
Okay, thank you.
On budget at £325,000, our mystery proposition throws down the gauntlet in terms of a development opportunity, giving them a spacious detached home with 3 reception rooms and 3 bedrooms. The traditional stone outbuilding is perfect to house one of their business ventures, along with 5 acres of land for their animals. And let's not forget that its hillside location has fabulous views.
Driving up to the property, I did start to think, how far up this mountain are we going? It is quite a long way. In the wintertime, it's going to be quite tricky to get up and down to the property.
The reception rooms are just the right size. It has spectacular views. I don't like the location, and it's just like a modern, soulless 70s family house.
Have you both seen enough?
I think so, thank you.
Yes,
So that's it. All 3 properties now done. I think I need to take you somewhere quiet so you two can have a think.
I think we need to think.
Exploring Gwyneth's dramatic landscape is a rewarding pastime for any visitor here, and what better way to do it than on horseback? I've come to a stud and riding centre on the Clean Peninsula to meet the owner, Janine Pendlebury, and one of her trusty steeds.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Great to meet you. Now, who
And
do we
you.
have here?
This is Rescatado. He's a Lusitano stallion from Portugal.
They are such beautiful creatures, aren't they, Lusitanos? The way they hold their head. But what's the history with the breed?
Well, they're bullfighting horses originally, and fantastic bullfighting horses, very, very agile, very quick to respond to the rider. And then they were used for battle. They're the oldest saddle horses in the world.
I don't think I've ever ridden on a horse looking quite as beautiful as you, Res. Now, Janine, I am a little bit rusty. It's been a few years, and you've kindly offered to take me down to the sands for a gallop along the beach.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind just a little go in here first of all. Is that all right? Under your watchful eye?
Absolutely. We'll have a little go.
Right, Res, I'm in your capable hands.
While I get comfortable in the saddle, Janine assesses my riding ability.
How does it feel?
He feels great. I feel rusty.
And it gives this beautiful horse a chance to strut his stuff.
Get a nice rhythm. Good boy. A little bit higher. Good boy. There. Good boy. Very good.
Do they enjoy it?
Yes, did you hear him?
Yeah.
He did a little neigh.
They look like they look like they really enjoy it.
They love it. They really like to perform as well.
Now we've both warmed up, it's time to head down to Turwin Beach, which has a 5-mile stretch of sands that boast beautiful views over Cardigan Bay. Gwyneth features more than 180 miles of bridleways, and there are horse riding routes for every age group and all levels of riding experience. In this area, you can expect to pay between £20 and £40 for an hour's lesson, and anything from £55 upwards for a group trek.
Janine, this is quite amazing on the beach. You get a different perspective up here.
You do. You can see a lot.
And is there an etiquette riding on the beach?
Yeah, you just have to decide, you know, if you're going to go in the day or in the evening. We go on in the evening in the summer because of all the children on the beach in the day. But different beaches for different rules, really.
Although horse riders are generally welcome on Gwyneth's beaches, it's vital to consider other users, so no racing or breaking in of horses is allowed. If you do want to pick up the pace a little, with more than 120 miles of coastline, there's usually a deserted beach on which to do so.
That really was quite amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Well, how fantastic was that? A real experience, galloping on a stallion on a deserted Welsh beach. It's made me want to take up horse riding again. So that's it for our house search here in Gwynedd. Have we found James and Ingrid the perfect property? I seriously have my doubts, but let's hear what they've got to say. Well, James and Ingrid, we've had fun, haven't we, searching for this property here in Gwynedd? But have we got close? That's the question. Let's start off with the very first property that we showed you.
The location of the property was fantastic. We loved the location. The land it had with it wasn't quite right. Half of it was unusable as far as we were concerned.
It was so charming. It had so much going for it, but just not quite the accommodation that we needed. The second bedroom was so small. We just couldn't live with that.
Now, the second property that we showed you, the Welsh cottage, did have quite a lot of land, and again, it had a sea view.
I like that property. The land was excellent, really good, usable land, but it just didn't have quite enough room downstairs, and the bedrooms were quite small.
So we thought we'd show you something a little bit different, but it didn't quite hit the mark, did it, from the word go?
No. When we got there, it was disappointing because it wasn't our Welsh cottage. Accommodation-wise, we could have moved in tomorrow. It offered the accommodation that we're looking for. Location, questionable, and style of property, questionable.
The view was spectacular, but we're going to be living in the property, and it just didn't really push all the buttons for us.
Your house is about to go through, so what's your next move for you two?
Well, it's looking more and more likely that we're going to be moving into rented accommodation until we can find more of what we're looking for.
In this area? So you're going to rent up here?
Yes.
And then you can look at the ideal village location, can't you?
That's
for
we're just
the
going to
business.
sit and wait, put the money in the bank and just sit and wait to find the right property.
So have we helped you? Have we helped narrow it down a little bit?
Absolutely. It's been invaluable, and it has helped us enormously because it really does focus your mind on what it is you do and don't want and where you want and need to be.
Well, normally at this point I say, but we wish you well with your move whenever that is. But we know with you two it's going to be pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then we hope the business works out as well when you finally find your perfect house.
Thank you so much, Nicki.
Thanks very much.
I must admit, I am disappointed. James and Ingrid are desperate to move, and for that matter, in a perfect position to do so. Now, even though we didn't manage to find them, the ideal Welsh retreat, let's look on the bright side. They now know the area they need to live in for their proposed business, and they've decided, quite rightly, I think, to rent in that area until their dream home comes along here in Gwynedd. We wish them all the very best. Until next time, bye-bye.
If you would like to escape to the country in Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/Be On A Show.